the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up their octaves, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions. Daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on the mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top, it's missing, the opposition in.
DJ all the way. I'm Jonathan Coachman. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up, running back David Johnson, fresh off 100 yards on the ground a week ago, as it'll be the New York Jets taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. I'll be back with you again with scores around the league at halftime. But kickoff right around the corner. And standing by to call the action, here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Coach, it's dreary and miserable throughout much of the Midwest, but we've got football to perk up our spirits. That's the good news. At Paul Brown Stadium, that's where we're at here in Cincinnati. This crowd loves their orange and black. The scene just a short time ago, they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football as the Bengals get set to do battle with the New York Jets. Hi again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gaudin. To my left, Charles Davis. And, Charles, you focus on this Bengal team entering play. They come into this one knowing it's been a while since tasting victory. They've dropped 4 in a row.
Can they remember what it was like to win a game? In these types of situations, you're looking for someone to inspire you, and it doesn't have to be one of your best players either.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Jets, they've certainly found their groove of late, winners of 5 in a row.
And I think the sky's the limit for this team. They're playing the best football that they've played in a long time.
The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Bengals take over the first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Hands up! Lead! Check 41. Watch QB drop!
This is Joe Mixon, 4th in the NFL in rushing last season. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. So Dalton now. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Off the play fake to Mixon. This is Dalton. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuck that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. Here's a run on 1st down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And he's able to find Diggs. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. To throw is Darnold. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas.
Well, peel back the curtain, partner. We've got a pretty good...
And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Demaryius Thomas. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
They run on 1st down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. From the 27, Dalton, incomplete. His big tight end, Tyler Eifert, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
3rd down, a shot here for Dalton. He completes it to Bryant. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a 1st down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Dalton with a give here to Mixon. The numbers for Mixon last week: 14 carries, 97 yards, and a touchdown.
They've lost a bunch of games in a row now. They've got to start thinking a little bit differently, maybe a little bit outside of the box. Find other ways to move the football. I don't know if you're going to do it through the air or maybe change up how you establish your run game.
Now Joe Mixon. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this 1st quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. C.J. Uzomah. his second touchdown on the season as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A Jet first down, 18 big yards that time. He was the leading receiver for the Jets a season ago. Robbie Anderson, 50 catches, over 750 yards, and getting more and more comfortable with Sam Darnold. Now a year plus under their belts collectively. You'd figure that those numbers for Anderson might be trending further north. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. On second and 11 now. Darnold going deep for Diggs. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darquez Dennard. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Their D gets the INT. Now what can Dalton do? And this will be incomplete. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down. Mixon with a first down carry. Pro Bowler C.J. Mosley, the Ravens' leading tackler last year, up to make the stop.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Complete to Bryant. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down. Now, the Bengals on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, it's Dalton. He's got his man, Boyd. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 26. Nice completion there for Andy Dalton. Charles, you worked some of his games when he was at TCU. Now you've worked his games in the NFL. What progression have you seen?
I've seen a guy who took over as a freshman in college and got better and better each year. Always added a little bit more to his game, got stronger. But the best part about him is he's always been accurate. And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Mixon. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Well, they've been practicing goal line offense all week. Let's see if they're able to capitalize here. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
He completes it to Boyd. A great move, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? And Dalton to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Jet first down. When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
This is Mostert, and they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Now Mostert, and he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Here's Darnold, and this is caught. Demaryius Thomas. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Open is Powell, that's complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. You sure you're ready for the 3rd quarter? Need to use a bathroom or anything? All right, cool. Let's go.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. Don't forget, later tonight, Sunday Night Football, we've got the Pats and the Texans from NRG Stadium in Houston. And then tomorrow night, Monday Night Football, it's supposed to be really cold up in Seattle as we've got the Vikings and the Seahawks from CenturyLink Field at 8:15 Eastern. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 34-yard line.
Watch twins! Watch twins! Oh, lady!
They go to Johnson again. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on this.
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Carl Lawson in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now Darnold. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. He was trying to hit Thomas that time. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Play fake. Here's Dalton. He gets this one to Boyd. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. You know, the best game of quarterback Andy Dalton's career arguably came against these Jets. He threw 5 touchdown passes and a 49-9 shellacking of Gang Green. Back in pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Jordan Willis in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So the sack, and now it's 3rd and long for Dalton and the Bengals. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon, and he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow.
Either
Not
way.
the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
The New York set to take the field. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now 1st and 10 at their own 23. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on 1st down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're throwing it into...
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. William Jackson with a pick.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They'll try to get the run game going. This is Mixon. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Got his man. It's Eifert. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the 1st down marker.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they've rallied and made the tackle.
They're on to the 2nd half now down in Miami. And an impressive display by the Eagles. They continue to pour it on, scoring again. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. to get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
And he slides to avoid the hit. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
They go for it on 4th and goal, but that winds up incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the result, instead of the chip shot to tie, they turn the ball over on downs. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Now they run with Mixon. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11. Now they have a little more space to maneuver from the 15, 1st and 10. Andy Dalton. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot. And now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
A loss of 2 there, second down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
On 2nd and 12, Darnold. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Looking to go back to Thomas again, but it'll be 2nd and goal. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Now it's Darnold. That is caught by Anderson for a Jets touchdown. Robbie Anderson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jets are going to retake the lead. Point after, up and good. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. So now Dalton and the Bengals down 14-10, 2:10 on the clock. Now their losing streak in danger of continuing as they come up on first down. And here's a throw taken in by Boyd. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Heady on that one, huh? Getting out of bounds before the 2-minute warning to get an extra timeout, extra opportunity to move the ball downfield. Very smart football.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They're going to be stopped up on this first down run. He might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. He'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give them 7 there on the first down carry. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. So they come up on second down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. They got to get to the 23 here on third.
We got to step it up. Hey, Delta. 50 seconds.
After the run, now Darnold to throw. He finds McKinnon, complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Darnold down to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on fourth down.
Hey, Charlie. I can't believe they let you play.
They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. Open man is Anderson. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on fourth. It's first and goal and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie. Because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Getting ready to go again. Here's Andy Dalton marching back onto the field. And right now, probably just one thing in his mind. It's getting back to the hot start because he's really faded.
And ordinarily when that happens, the quarterback, as you know, is usually the leader of the squad. Now there's probably a silent camaraderie that comes around him saying, hey, guess what? We got you. Don't worry about it. Let's go, big fella. Because they know more times than not, he tends to pick things up, and they tend to play well.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Boyd. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. So now Dalton. He finds his running back, Mixon. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So Dalton now. incomplete. They were going for a consolation.